Hello everyone, my name is Deidre Carter and I will be the patient today answering questions for the interviewer. Today we're going to talk about patient-centered care, my experience, my voice. The interviewer would like to say thank you for joining us today to talk about person-centered care. To start, how will you define it based on your experience? I replied, thank you for having me. Person-centered care is more than just a healthcare model. It's a mindset. For me, it meant being treated as a human being first, not just a condition. I felt respected, heard, and involved in my care. It's about care that adapts to the individual, not the other way around. The interviewer. What were the main benefits of receiving person-centered care during your intervention? I replied that I can think of 3 major benefits. First, I felt empowered. I wasn't just told what was going to happen. I was a part of the conversation. When the care team explained options and asked for my input, it gave me confidence and reduced my anxiety. Second, I felt emotionally supported. One nurse in particular took the time to sit and talk with me, not just about symptoms, but about my fears and my expectations. That kind of emotion checks in isn't something I expected, but it helped tremendously. Third, the care felt more coordinated. I had a primary nurse who acted like a hub, making sure that other professional was aligned, and I didn't have to repeat myself 100 times. It made the whole experience smoother and more personal. The interviewer asked, you were involved in the care process as a team member. What was that like? I replied, honestly, it was a mix of relief and responsibilities. I appreciate having a voice, but at times I felt overwhelmed. Medical terms were unfamiliar. I wasn't sure if my questions were related or if I was slowing down things. It took time for me to feel confident enough to speak up, especially in group settings like discharge planning. It's empowering, but it also places new expectations on patients we might not be emotionally or mentally ready for during illness. The interviewer asked, based on that, what improvements would you suggest to help this process? I replied, first, use clear communication tools, visual aids, diagrams, or videos could help patients understand options better, especially when under stress. Second, introduce patients navigators, someone who's not a doctor or nurse, but trained to help us understand the system and prepare us for key decisions. Third, build in feedback moments. Ask patients, do you feel heard? Or do you want more support in making these decisions? These check-ins will go a long way. The interviewer asks, finally, what does the future of person-centered care look like to you? I replied, I think the future lies in true partnerships. Nurses are already leading the change. Their ability to connect, explain, and support is unmatched. I see techs playing a role to apps or virtual tools that help patients stay informed and connected. But above all, the human touch must remain central. I hope the next evolutions of care ensures every patient is seen, heard, and valued, not just in theory, but in daily practice. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day.